If you're looking to improve your aim, then make sure to check out Control Freak and use the code OGXRAYZ to get 10% off all the products. Link in the description below. Yo, what's up guys, it's XRAYZ. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies video. Now what I have for you guys today is going to be a really interesting video. We're going to be talking about Wonder Weapon names, what their significance could mean, and a little bit of what it could actually mean for future DLC. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. I want to credit the original person who actually made a really long and interesting post on Reddit. His name was kind of okay. I will go ahead and link the Reddit post down in the description below because I'm not going to cover the full thing. I'm going to cover a couple of really interesting ones on there and then a couple of his theories that he had. It's a really interesting read, guys, so if you guys have time, feel free to check that out. He goes through some of the weapons and what the significance is behind them. Now we know that previously a lot of Wonder Weapons have had really funny names, some of them just goofy, some of them that are pretty badass, but they never really had a deep meaning behind them. Now that wasn't until Shadows of Evil that we started understanding that these names mean more than meets the eye. The first one, obviously, we had the Kuda, the upgraded version, which was the Crocata, which actually ended up having a pretty neat little Easter egg where you could only shoot down a certain picture using this Pack-a-Punch weapon, which led us to a developer whose name on Twitter is Mecha Hyena, and he confirmed that there was more Easter eggs on the map similar to this. So that was exciting, but the big thing here that we take away from it was that these names on these weapons have more than just a cool name or a cool sound to them. They have history behind it and meaning behind it. So once again, if you guys want to check out this Reddit post, he covers a lot of different weapons on there that you guys should definitely check out if you are at all interested behind, you know, the history and stuff behind zombies. And in this case, we're going to cover a couple of them, and then one of the theories he had, which I thought had some validity to it, and I thought was very interesting. So the first one is going to be the 48 Dredge, or the Trapezdrian Shard. This is a very, very awesome one because it is actually a reference to a Lovecraftian lore. So we already know that Lovecraft was a huge inspiration for Shadows of Evil. We have Cthulhu, we have the creatures that are popping up. Obviously, this was a huge inspiration, and one of the weapons actually makes reference to something really interesting. So the 48 Dredge, its Pack-a-Punch version, it is a reference to Lovecraftian lore where the trapezohedron is an object that allows the user to access space and time. This actually reminds me very much of the summoning key. So basically, this is a little bit of an artifact that you can collect that allows you to manipulate space and time, and it is the name for this 48 Dredge. The stone was the source of 115, so it's not really a coincidence that they decided to put the 48 Dredge, its name, as the trapezohedron shard. And by far, it's probably one of the most important guns to consider for Easter egg usage in the game. So we already know we had the Kuda, we had the Crocatus, who was used as a weapon for an Easter egg. This one directly mentions its name having some inspiration behind the trapezohedron shard, which could manipulate space and time. Maybe it's used for an Easter egg of some sort. I mean, it was already confirmed by Mecha Hyena on Twitter that there's more Easter eggs like this on Shadows of Evil. Alright, so next one was the KRM-262, the Dagon's Glare, which is the upgraded version. With this one, we find another Lovecraft reference. The Dagon was the title of one of the Lovecraft's first short stories, and in this narrative, Dagon is a reference to the Sumerian god of fertility, and the giant monster comes out of the sea to seemingly worship a monolith. So this actually is believed to maybe lead to some sort of Easter egg where you summon something, like a summoning of a sea creature of some sort, or it might simply be saying that there is no longer any fertile life on Earth, which is again just another one because obviously we have the undead and zombies and stuff like that. Alright, so the last one is going to be the Argus Ancient Messenger. Again, there's so many more than these, but these were the really interesting ones I wanted to cover. While seemingly benign, the name Argus has mythological weight to it already. Argus was a giant with 100 eyes who was all-seeing, all-powerful. This guy could see everything everywhere, which again is something that you can tie to Shadows of Evil. He believes that this shotgun could lead us eventually to find something that we can't really see now. And then the Pack-a-Punch name on it is Ancient Messenger, which oddly enough is pretty ambiguous, but when you tie it with Lovecraft, it gives it a little bit of substance. Nyarlathotep is the messenger of the outer gods, and he is the one who ties it to the universe in a way. So Ancient Messenger, it could be a reference to that, maybe even the Shadow Man. Maybe we're supposed to shoot the Shadow Man with this thing. I don't really know, but the point is that all these have some sort of history behind it, and he goes on through a bunch of different weapons, some of them being about underwater sea creatures, stuff like that, and it actually ended up leading him to believe that maybe we're gonna have DLC in the future that will have underwater portions. Again, we have the new swim mechanic in Black Ops 3 where you're able to shoot underwater. We're we're able to swim underwater. So it wouldn't really be far of a stretch to think that maybe future DLC, especially with all of these references to these weapons, having some of them underwater sea creatures or fish or just involving water, that maybe this is going to be featured in a future map. And again, maybe some of these Pack-a-Punch names are going to be inspirations for something down the line. So it wouldn't really surprise me. Treyarch is very sneaky when it comes to stuff like that. But anyways, guys, once again, if you guys want to check out this post, there is so much more information on here. Go check out Kind of Okay. The Reddit post will be linked down in the description below. I wanted to share with you guys just because it's a really interesting read. You guys should definitely check it out if you guys have some time. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. There's so much stuff going on right now regarding unsolved Easter eggs, and I'm just kind of looking into. I'll definitely make videos on those here very soon. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and a favorite. It does get the content out there. It is very much appreciated. And of course, guys, if you guys are new, if you want to see more content like this in the future, if you enjoy zombie storyline stuff, history, the making, inspiration, Easter egg, news, leaks, stuff like that, you won't want to miss any of that. Make sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss the videos. I will see you guys next time, and make sure to smile, like, comment, subscribe, check out my Patreon page, and of course, if you guys want to keep talking zombies, Twitter is the best place to do so. Go ahead and follow me over there if you have any suggestions or tips, or if you just want to keep talking zombies. Lastly, make sure to use the discount code OGXRAYZ to get 10% off Control Freak and G Fuel. They just launched a new coconut flavor, so definitely check them out. Use my discount code to get 10% off. I'm out. Peace.